this is Paranoid from server 802, and today I wanted to go over a question that comes up a lot from beginners, and that is what I should build or how I should distribute my buildings for my sawmills, my quarries, and my mines, and my army camps. So first of all, I'll go over real quick what your options are, because you can't build only sawmills. You can't build 30 sawmills, so you do have a limit. The limit is 15 for farms, and I only have one. 15 for sawmills, and I have 15 built. For stone, you can have a maximum of 12, and I only have one. And army camps, you can have a maximum of 10. I have 5. And for mines, you can have a maximum of 10, and I have 7. So as you can see, I've maxed my sawmills, and I've tried to max my mines. And first of all, I'll tell you why I only put one farm. So it's hard to stockpile food in this game, as you may or may not know, because your army eats food almost all the time, except if you're reinforcing someone, your army is eating food. And I can have a maximum of 140 million food protected from troop upkeep. For other players, it might be lower. So if I go over 140 million food, then my army is going to start eating it. And my upkeep is 23 million per hour, my army upkeep. So you're not going to be able to stockpile any food basically over the amount that is protected in your warehouse. So I'm going to lose 23 million an hour. So in a day, that's like 500 million food. So you're not going to farm it fast enough. So I didn't want to build many farms, because it means that if I collect a lot of food every day, then I'm going to have to store it or use it every day. And I don't want that. So I'd rather not have to watch over that. So I just have one farm. And I focused, and most beginners are going to focus on building mounted troops and building ranged troops. And for building mounted troops and for building ranged troops, you're going to need lumber and mines and metal. So for ranged troops, you need a lot of lumber, and for mounted troops, you need a lot of mines. So usually beginners want to build a lot of mounted troops so they can hunt monsters and kill boss monsters, and they want to have a lot of lumber so they can train ranged troops for their first PvP general. That's what usually people do. And it's easier for me to build a lot of sawmills, and then if I need to go to the world and farm resources, then I can make a few Quingendi oaks and gather my quarries, because I know I'm going to use less stone for the most part. When you get to the end game, you're pretty much going to use all the resources an equal amount. But for me, it's much easier to have just one quarry, and then I can have 2 Quingendi oaks that are dedicated to mining quarries or to farming stone from the world map. And then it's easier also for me to boost production on all my sawmills. And also during PvP, when I attack a lot with archers, then I'm gonna have to use lumber to heal them. During SVS or kill event, I will need the lumber to heal them. So I like this setup. You can also do an equal amount of lumber, quarries, mines, maybe even farms if you want to, but I find this easier to manage. Let's put it that way. It's easier for me to manage, to know that I make a lot of lumber, and I can always train more archers and heal them. And stone for me is a lower priority right now, and I don't have to boost production on it because I only have one, but I usually boost production on it too, just because I have a bunch of production boosts. So I have 15 sawmills and close to 10 mines, because I'm focusing on ranged and mounted troops, and I'm probably going to keep it until the end of the game. And if I need more stone or food, I'll just farm it from the world map. And as far as army camps and the question of how many army camps you should build, so let's just take a look at the bonuses from army camps. And You can see the first 11 levels don't give you a lot of bonus to training speed. It's just like 1% per level or 1% every 2 levels, so it's not a big bonus. But towards the higher levels, you get a little bit better bonuses. Let's say at level 30, you get like 35%. So it starts to jump about 3% per level, and then it slows down again. But about, let's say level 30, about 35% bonus training speed, and I have about 5 of those. So I have about 175 training speed bonus from my army camps. And I don't think the training speed bonus is that important, just because I also get training speed bonus from other places. So let's take a look at my total training speed. And my total training speed, you can see here on the top line, is 444%. And I'm only getting about 150% from my army camps, maybe even less. So I still get a lot of bonuses from other areas. I get 50% bonus from my monarch gear. I get a lot of training speed bonus from sciences and other places. And I also have duty officers, which increases the training speed for archers by 30% and for ground by 20%. And I can put a stronger general here and increase it probably by 40%. So you get, and you have the academy research, which gives you a lot of training speed bonus. So you do get a lot of training speed bonuses from other areas. And usually, I don't think you're ever going to have a problem with running out of speed ups for training troops or general speed ups. You're going to run out of resources much faster than you run out of speed ups, just because everything costs a ton of resources in this game, whether it's upgrading buildings or training soldiers. So the resources is more important. I am probably gonna go down to like two army camps, maybe 3, but I think some people even have just 1 army camp, just because it's a really low priority. Keep in mind, I didn't mention it, you're gonna need at least 1 of each building, because it's a requirement for other buildings. So you need a farm so you can build barracks, and you need mines so you can build the stables. So you need at least 1 of each. You can't just destroy everything. Same for the army camp. You also need an army camp. I think two might just be sufficient, maybe 3. It's up to you. But you just don't need many army camps, because you get a lot of training speed bonuses from other areas, and the speed ups for speeding up your training, you have enough of those. You usually don't run out of those. You run out of resources faster. So just build the resources. That's how I that's how I managed my buildings. Like I said, you can make an equal amount of every building. For me, it's easier to manage it if I have a ton of sawmills, because I'm always using ranged troops and losing them, and I farm extra resources from the world. And even right now, when I have these 15 sawmills and I've been playing for quite a time, I'm still low on lumber. So just keep it in mind. That's it for today. Thank you.